Hey Darren, this is Christian. We'll take apart your 6L80E. Hopefully I got you in the right angle here so you can see everything. Starting, let's see what's going on here. Describe. Hopefully you can hear me showing the green lights on. Get some of this weight out of the way. Sometimes we can get this bell housing and pump. That way when I flip it over, this is a big heavy transmission. Try to get all the weight off as much as possible. If we can. Sometimes we can't. And it looks like it wants to get hung up there on the valve body, so we're going to have to flip it over. Let it drain for a minute. It's hot morning. It's morning time, it's already hot. All right. I keep looking at you. I'm just making sure you can see everything here as I take it apart. All right. This is your pan. This is your gasket. Pan gasket. It comes in the kit. You'll hear me say kit a lot. I tell this to everybody because a lot of things do come in your kit. So this comes in your kit, get replaced with a new one. Here's your pan. As you can see, it's got some metal chunks in it, some ground up metal. It's burnt. Hopefully, see that right there. Hopefully that's just coming from your converter and your pump. That's the most common things that goes wrong in these. And hopefully there's nothing else wrong. Other hard part wise, we'll see here in just a little bit. Alrighty, there's your, get this drained out here. You can see that's black fluid. It's your filter that'll get changed with a new one also. Now, let's get this off. Hopefully. It's a lot easier when it's out of the way. Okay, this is your pump. I'm going to set it to the side for right now. We'll come back to it. I just wanted to get it out of the way so that way this is a little bit easier to move around. Because like I said, these things are heavy units. So you try to make it as easy on yourself as possible. So now, there's a few funny looking bolts that hold the valve body onto the case. And those are the only things that we're going to take out. The rest takes the valve body apart, and I take the valve body apart once I build it, update the valve body, all the updates that comes in the kit that I buy. So we'll update that. I just pulled this up because we got to pull this out here. This is your connector, kind of like on a Mercedes or BMW. That just pops out. It's fine. There are some seals on it. Probably really can't see them because they're black seals and the connector's black itself. But there are 2 seals on it that will get replaced that comes in your kit. So now let's get these funny looking bolts off. There's a few of them on here. Kind of hard to spot sometimes, especially if you're old as me. I need glasses, or I use glasses to see up close, and sometimes they look like all 8 millimeters. There is 8 millimeters in there, but we're not looking to get those off. And that looks like it. Let's see if we can pop this off here. Yep. There's some line-up bolts, or not bolts, but pins that keep this on here. Here is your valve body. This is your computer right here. Back in the day, they used to be these big honking computers that fit up in your firewall, or sometimes they put them up under your seat. Now they put them in with the transmission. So that's what that looks like. Set it over to the side, let it drain out. When I build it, there's some seals right here. Comes in your kit. They look good, but the seal that comes in it is updated, and they're a little thicker. And I like those better. I like the update that they do to those. Alrighty, let's go ahead and set this to the side, get your pump back up here, and check it on out. Sorry, sniffing a lot. I've got a lot of allergies going on, plus it's hot out here. Even though I got the AC running, this is your O-ring, your pump O-ring. You'll get a new one in the kit. There's seals right here. It will be replaced in your kit. And this apart. This 8 millimeter bolts is all that takes this apart. There we go. To the side, let's pop this off. And just like I was expecting, I'll show you here in just a second. Let me get the gear out. So you can have a better look here. These always, almost 100% of the time, this and the converter goes out. Gives you a lot of problems. Just drain a little here so you can see it. That's supposed to be smooth. Hopefully you could see this. That right there is all grooved all the way around. It's actually worse on this side. Okay. And the only thing you can do is change the pump. And the pump will be an updated pump to a newer style. And the reason why is because GM over time recognized they had a problem. And so they did some minor updates to it. So far, the update is working. I haven't seen anything or heard anything from anybody else bad about them. I've been doing the update for years. And it seems like they figured out their problem. Get this dried out so you can see it. And you will get a new bell housing too, because this pump body is made into the bell housing. So you got to change the bell housing too. So the bell housing, pump body, pump stator, along with your pump gears and the updates you'll be getting. And that's why it's so expensive, because these are not cheap to make. And as you can see, hopefully you can see that right in there, all the way around, more so right in there. It's really ate down into it. So we'll get you a new pump coming. Alrighty, let's get the rest of this out. See what this first drum looks like. This drum is called, believe it or not, the 1, 2, 3, 4 reverse drum. It's a lot of, it comes on just about every gear. So it gets used a lot. And this is what your clutches look like. They are burnt. This is a wave plate. I want to show you this. Sometimes these do break. A lot of times they don't. Still got more wave plates and throughout the transmissions to check. Every once in a while they'll break. Hopefully we ain't got none that's broke here. If they are, they're really not that expensive. But it's great. This to the side, get your other set of clutches out. Clutch pack, steel pack. See if they did any updates. And they did, which is good. I'll save you a little money here. Here's the other wave plate. Pretty much all transmissions has got a wave plate, a disc, whatever. What it is for when that set of clutches come on, it's supposed to help the shifts be a little bit softer. So they don't want you to feel the shifts anymore, basically. These are the same way. We've actually got some burntness on the steels. Same way with the other ones. Didn't show you. But the steels get replaced also. Same way for clutches. They're supposed to look like a real bright reddish color. As you can see, they're like a dark brown. And here's what I was going to show you here. If you remember me giving you a price for a updated piston, it's called a billet piston. This one, they have already put it in here. See how it's got notches right there on the aluminum piston? Hopefully you can see that real good. That is called a billet piston. It's a lot thicker piston than what they used to put in them. So they would break. So what the update was is to get a billet piston. Well, GM now, usually most of the time, will put a billet piston in themselves because they recognize the issue early. So that's a billet piston. I'll be taking all this apart. You've got seals and O-rings on the pistons that will get replaced that come in your kit. So let's Save you a little bit of money there. I think they're usually around $120. What I told you, that's usually what they are. So you won't have to spend that much now. Set this to the side. This is a big transmission, as I've said many times. So I like to try to get everything out of the way. Hopefully you can still see me here. This is the other drum I wanted to check out. Well, let's look at this Planet first. Planet's good. Nothing's wrong with it. Same as the Sun Gear. Hopefully, let me just show you this again because I think I had it down too low. I'm not paying attention here sometimes. But that's good. I don't expect these to go out. That's why I don't write them down, because usually when you get into this area here, they're good. It's really good design. Whether it's GM, Ford, Dodge, whatever, they've all got their issues. People hate on them all, but that's just the way it is. This is actually a really good transmission. It's a really heavy duty transmission. I like it. It has its issues, just like any other transmission. But if you do your updates and stuff, usually you're all right. Okay, so what we got here is a wave plate again in this small drum. This is your input drum. Your steels are burnt, as well as your clutches. All that comes in your kit, so it gets automatically replaced. Here is a bearing and a washer. These plastic washers come in the kit, so you'll be getting a new set of washers. These bearings don't, and the reason why they don't is because they hardly ever go bad. They're a really good design, and they last forever, just about. Can't say I haven't replaced them before, because I have, but pretty much they're good. Same thing as your other drum, you've got a piston in here. This is a molded piston. It'll get replaced. You'll get new seals and everything in it. Also on this side here, you've got sealing rings. Those get replaced. It comes in your kit. Like I said, you'll hear me say kit a lot. Not a lot of people realize that a lot of things come in the kit. All right, let's get these hard parts out here. It's just a big old hunk of steel. It's a shaft. It's your mid shaft. It's always good. I'm not expecting anything in this area here. These are usually good. Like I said, when it comes to the hard parts in these, they're really good. Really thick steel. And they hardly ever go bad. Like I said, not saying that they don't, because I have seen it before. But pretty much the majority of the time, they're good. Really good design that they got. Alrighty, now we're down to this part here. You probably can't see it too well, but right here, all the way around, is a case snap ring that holds the center support in. The center support also holds clutches. The only way you can get the the snap ring out is you got to have a special tool. So let me get it. Not sure if you've seen a teardown video before, but this is the snap ring pliers that you use. And you just use them on one transmission. That's this. I've used them on other things just to help out, but this is mainly the transmission you use them on. I may have to get in your way. I'm sorry. It's just this thing. It can be a pain to get out. So let's go ahead and get it out here. And there we go. And there it is. There's the snap ring. That thing, I don't think I've ever seen this thing break at all. I've done many of these transmissions over the years, even back when they first started making these transmissions back in, I think it was 06 or 07. They made them for Cadillacs to begin with. And I have not seen that snap ring broken. All right, now we've got the center support. Center support's in there pretty tight. It may give me a little bit of an issue to get out. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So let's just give it a tug here. See what we got. All right. Oh man, that come out so good. I can't tell you how many times where I'm sitting there struggling and all that because they are a tight fit. Sometimes they come out like butter, just like that. Sometimes you sit there and you're just shaking and shaking and shaking. Here's your set of clutches here. Again, you've got a wave plate, and it is just fine. Like I said, most of the time the wave plates are good. Your set of clutches here. They are burnt. These actually have some scarring, if that picks it up, on the steel. So they'll get replaced anyway because they're going to be coming in the kit. Inside this drum here, you've got a piston that's around here. That's the spring that holds the piston in. We'll be taking it apart, changing your O-rings, sealing rings, all that when I go to build it. This all back in. Got another set to get out on the bottom side of it. This is your front side. This is the front of the transmission. Flip this over. I'll show you this also. It's got a sprag here, or one-way clutch, whatever you want to call it, that's in with the drum. It moves one way and not the other. Called one-way clutch, sprag, whatever you want to call it. It's called many different names. I just call it a sprag. And these hardly ever go out, and it is working fine. Not sure if it picks up the noise. I can hear it, but it's making the noise it's supposed to make because it's a tight fit in there. That's why it's making a noise. Another wave plate. Another set of clutches and steels. These are a lot more burnt black than the other ones. Like I said, most of the time, these are a real bright reddish color. Sometimes kits come with a bright green color clutch. It just depends on who's the manufacturer at the time who sends it out. They're the same thing. It don't matter what color they are, made out of the same material. So, seen blue clutches too. People, sometimes they wave about the blue clutches, thinking that they're the best. But when it's all said and done, they're all made out of the same material. The only one that comes in my mind is, I think it's Blue Demon. I have had people ask for those before. I get them. They are more expensive, but they're more expensive. They're just expensive, and you're just getting the same clutch. So, alrighty, we'll set that to the side. We're done there. Get this last little bit out. It's another thrush washer, bearing, whatever you want to call it. Great shape, like always. Okay. This is the last setup in here. This is your ring. This is a set that's got your planet in it, your rear planet, rear ring gear, rear shaft. That's your parking crawl or parking gear, if you want to call it that. Your park gear. It's all one set, and that's pretty much it. So let's set this to the side. Go over a few things here. As you can see, that case is empty. Everything's out of there. The only thing that's back there is a bearing. It's fine. I'll be taking it out once I start cleaning up the inside of the case. And sometimes it'll drop out right now because I like to let the cases drain. It's a lot easier cleaning it once it's drained, the inside of it. Also, there's a seal in here. I'll be taking this tail housing off. Put a new seal in there. New seal here. Just little odd and end seals that'll get replaced on the case. That comes in the kit. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a kit with steels, filter, your pump assembly, torque converter. Your piston was fine. It's already got the updated piston in it, so we won't be replacing it. It'd be useless. You'd be just wasting money to replace it when it's already updated. Do all your factory updates to it. I'll be ordering. Today is Sunday. It's Sunday morning. I'm not sure exactly what time it is. It may take you some time to get this video uploaded, or may take me some time to get it uploaded. But today is Sunday morning. I'll be calling in my parts tomorrow. The only thing that may have a delay on it is your pump bell housing assembly. I think we discussed this a little bit the other day. I like to be upfront with people because sometimes there are parts that may have a delay, back order, whatever you want to call it. Usually I get my parts in about 1 to 2 days. So usually that makes it Tuesday or Wednesday. Since tomorrow's Monday, I would get it Tuesday or Wednesday. But the pump may not come until later on in the week. I will let you know. And when everything comes in, and once everything comes in, once I tell you, that's when I start to build it. And then we just go from there. Any questions at all, feel free to text me, whatever you want. And any questions. But that's pretty much it. Have a good Sunday.